Welcome you all to Excited Nuclear channel. So I hope you have watched my last video in which we explored and tried to understand the errors. So far I have been fixing errors by reading compiler messages. So today I want to understand what actually happens when I run a C++ program. So those errors feel less random. So what does G++ file.cpp actually do? So when I say what, let's just before that, let's just open VS Code really fast. So yeah, so I hope you are viewing my screen. So now we are going to open a new terminal and let's make it full screen. So before that, let's go to our file directory. Mm, so it's present in basic slash I think I need to pass my full path of basic here. So let's just copy path and then cd enter. Now I am in my this path. So now let's just add the commands that I have said. G++ low world dot. So that's our main goal to explore. What does this command do? So this command will compile the code, but I think we should also add the full command that from the previous video. Let's just see. Is actually I think this. So let's just name it low. So let's just so this is the full command that we are going to run. This single command is responsible for most of the errors we have seen. Now let's let's learn about the compilation in the steps. So step one is our source code, and source code here is that is this C plus CPP file. So this is the same CPP room we are going to explore now. This is just text. The computer can't run this directly. So the next step, which is compilation, happen. So the compiler checks the syntax, structure, and roots. Most of the error we have seen come from this step. So about the structure, as you can see, as we have seen that if we remove this code, we get an error which state that cout is uh, not a part of std. So this kind of error we get if we remove this. If we remove std, then compiler suggests us to add std colon colon. So we have seen this kind of error. Now we have also seen wrong file names. That means if our file name contains space 2 in the previous video. So now let's just run this command, try to run this command. But before that, let's just remove rather than removing, why not I just change the name. So this is going to be our command, update command actually. So let's see what this command actually does. So when I press enter, our program executed successfully, but we don't get any output here. But one thing to see is that the hello.exe file is created here. So we can conclude that if compilation succeeded, an executable file is created. This is what operating system actually runs, or OS actually runs. So now this file didn't exist before. It only appears if the compilation succeeded. So now uh, let's just see what happens if we write wrong file name. Is it actually running just fine, or giving us error? Maybe. Now let's just name it differently so that we can see the difference. So you can see that when I say hello one, it is running just fine. So let's just see what happens if I try to pass wrong file name here. So why I'm doing so intentionally is to see the behavior of compiler actually. Let's just name it L1 because we have removed L1 from this section. So I believe I should just full screen this. So yeah. So when I hit enter, I get an error. So what this error state is that CC1 plus better error. So this error actually says that hello.cpp does not exist in the directory. That's why the compilation is terminated. So that's actually what is happening right here. As you can see that our basic folder only includes lowworld.cpp. There is no other C++ file. So that's why when we pass wrong file name, we get an error. So also, why not we try to just add an error into the code file. Let's just take the simple example and just remove iOS. So because we know the behavior of iOS, removal of iOS. So let's just run the following command again. So let's just run this command. And as you can see that when I try to run this command, our error is same as before. That means our compiler is sending us message that cout is not a member of std. And also, as you can see here, is that no hello1.exe file created. So we can see that if our code is successfully compiled, then only we get exe. So now I can mentally place error. Compiler error occurs during compilation. So if there is no .exe file, then the compilation failed. Program run but behave wrong, then there is a logic problem. So the 3 points that I just mentioned is the big mental upgrade for me who's learning C++ for the first time. So understanding this already makes C++ less scary. error are not random anymore. Uh, so what I get to know is that the errors happen at specific stages. So if just let's just wrap this up for today. So this conclude our one of the points that how and why the IE.exe file is created. So thank you for watching this video.